Hello everybody, this video is going to be all about a nice, easy spring makeup and outfit. Are you ready to get started? I know I am. Ensure that you're following me on Instagram, Facebook, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Share this video with friends, and let's get started. I'm going to get started by using the Clinique Even Better Clinical Serum Foundation. I usually use the RCMA foundation for my videos, but for an everyday type of a look, I would definitely go towards Clinique. This foundation melts into the skin and it gives you a nice luminous fresh finish for spring. I'm gonna be applying makeup, but I definitely want to speak to you guys. I know that I've been creating a lot of video content with art and a lot of videos of really neat editorial looks. I just wanted to speak to you guys. How are you? How is life? Don't forget to apply on your neck, babes. Definitely going to be contouring with RCMA. Spring is here and I'm excited about it. It's a nice, fresh season. You know, winter was fun and all that jazz. Once it's springtime, you know what comes after? Summer and the beach, going to the beach, summer waves. Oh, baby, what am I doing? Anybody else loves spring and summer, or is it just me? People usually ask actually, what's your favorite season? I like all the seasons because they all hold special moments. It's not just one season. How can you just choose one? I love the winter time because you get nice and cozy with your loved ones, and there's hot chocolate, there's hope and faith. Well, you should have that every day, not just seasonally, right? And I said I was gonna create a simple makeup look. Here I am highlighting, contouring, baby. Springtime, you see the blooming of the flowers and the birds. They're just happy all the time. In the winter, they're a little quiet, but in the springtime, they sing a little bit more. I live in Florida, and obviously we're summer all year round and just a little bit of a cool season. It's not really snowing, freezing, below 20 degrees season here in the winter or in the early spring. It's basically just a little, our cold front, I would say the lowest it's gotten is 29 or 30 here. And once you go towards Jacksonville, it gets a little bit colder. I think in Jacksonville it snowed once, but where I live, it is hot all the time. And it's basically summer year round. But in the north part, like in New York, you guys get to see all the seasons. It's so beautiful. In the spring, you see everything blossom, in the summer as well. And then in the fall, you see all the fall colors and the leaves falling. And in the winter, you see the snow. You guys are lucky. You guys basically live in a Hallmark movie. I'm going to set my makeup with RCMA no color powder. I mean, I am still going for a natural look because I usually apply way more foundation than this. This is very light. A lot of you guys are probably wondering, whoa, that's light? How is that even possible? I know that a lot of you have been loving the art videos that I've been creating thus far. I have been painting a lot more and sketching a lot more, and I've really been enjoying it because I am an artist and makeup is my second love. Music and art is my first love. And I've been reading a lot lately about trusting your journey. I know this conversation is getting deep, but trusting your journey and accepting everything that's happening in the moment, because that's all we have. all we have is this moment right now, and we can't live in the past. We can just learn from it, and we can't live in the future because it's not here. So all we have is now, and we definitely have to cherish this moment. Can you cherish this moment with me? Let's cherish this moment together. Ooh, I love this kit. This is the Visi Art palette. In terms of this makeup look that I'm creating, it's very bronzy, very spring has arrived. I'm gonna get some sunshine on my skin, but I'm wearing sunscreen to protect my skin from the UV rays type of feel. You guys have to make sure you're wearing sunscreen, especially if you live here in Florida or anywhere in the world, especially if you live in very hot climate. By the way, this is the Visi Art Plum Bronze palette. It does look similar to the other palette that I was using, but it is not the same. The other one was a highlight and contour. This is a bronzing palette. If you're following along with this makeup application, this is a good everyday makeup application for any occasion, for school, for work, for shopping, or if you just want to feel pretty. You should always feel pretty even without makeup, okay? But if you want to feel like you want to enhance your beauty, then this is the makeup for you. In terms of makeup, my favorite color palette for makeup is more of a summer and spring makeup look, because usually in the winter you go into deeper colors and warmer colors, like more plum, rosy colors, and in the spring and the summer you could definitely pull more coral, orange, violets, bright pinks you can get away with. And I absolutely love coral, and if you have olive skin tone like me, then you're gonna love using orange or coral blushes. I know that there were a few people who messaged me and they were asking about how do I find the blushes that match my skin type, and I do have some highlights on my channel. There are little highlights with videos of how to find the perfect blush shade for your skin tone, and I could definitely give you an update on that, especially for this year. Let me know if you want to see a video. It's so important to find shades that go along with your skin tone, because you want to enhance your natural beauty. Everybody has beautiful features. Everybody in this world has beautiful features, unique features, and you want to make sure that you enhance that, because it makes you feel so good about who you are, and it showcases your natural, unique beauty. And I think that is so important, to find your perfect color palette for your skin tone, because not every blush is going to match everybody. It's all about customizing makeup for you, and that's why I make these videos, is so that people can know this. And I do have some tutorials on how to do that. It's very important to find what your undertone is and what types of colors complement them. This is the Maybelline Expert Wear and Medium Brown. I've been using these pencils for years, since I was in middle school. And for my good friends that are watching and have been supporting me on this journey, you know that I would gift you these for your birthday as well, and we would all apply our makeup and we would all be using these pencils. They're tried and true, and they're waterproof, and they're safe for contact lens wearers and sensitive eyes. I can't say enough good things about this pencil, and it is very affordable, and it comes in a twin pack, which is rare for eyebrows. You can use this for your eyebrows and for your eyes as eyeliner, which is incredible. You know, I just finished reading the Sigmund Freud civilization and its discontents, and I'm bilingual. I don't know if it's deviant love or deviant love. I read that as well. Sigmund Freud he has outdated theories that do not, in today's time, they are not accepted. It's just old, outdated information. I just like to learn about the history of how doctors and how scientists and philosophers, and I also was reading Seneca, which is definitely the opposite spectrum of Sigmund Freud. It's about being stoic and just taking things how they are. It's completely opposite of Sigmund Freud, which is something that I like to read, is just different viewpoints of different people from different time periods. It's just very interesting. Does anybody else like to read about the different viewpoints of people throughout history, or is it just me? While you're reading these books, you get to learn the old way of thinking and how things have definitely changed for the best or for the worst or somewhere in between there. How society has changed, their beliefs overall, and just how far society has actually come versus where we were back then in that specific time period, whether it be the 17th century, the 18th century, or the 19th century, how things have progressed with civilization, and not only in academia, just generally how the human race has basically getting deep into this, how the human race has progressed within each generation with their beliefs and the technology that's helped advance not only medicine, just the way that we live, the technology of building houses, the structure of cars, of actual electronics, and the way that we teach in schools. Back then there were it was just lectures. Back then there was physical books. Now there is iPads, and it's just insane when you think about things like this and when you read about how everything has progressed and how the human race has definitely changed with their belief system and etc. Anybody else interested in that? It's just very interesting to look into and to read into all of these concepts, and not only with the human race but with actual animals and environmental factors. It's interesting how things have changed within that realm as well. Going back to my eyeshadow look, I applied a very light transition shade in the crease, and now I'm going and mixing a medium and dark brown neutral shade together and starting to apply it on the outer corner and blending it towards the middle of my eyelid. So it's basically between the brow bone and the eyelid. It's in the crease right here. This placement is definitely universal. This works for a lot of different eye shapes, and you can definitely customize it for your liking. This is just me sitting down, catching up with all my beautiful babes, and We're having fun, aren't we? I always say I'm gonna go for a natural look and I end up applying heavier makeup because I just love a natural smoky look. You can definitely layer as much color as you would like and as much as you feel comfortable with. This is just my preference. You go with whatever you feel, babe. So taking these same shades and applying it on the bottom waterline, and I'm not making it perfect. I want it to be smudged out and smoky. If you want a more natural look, you can actually start with a high impact of color on the outer corner of your eye and then bring it inwards. And you see how this is lighter and this is a little bit more smokier. It's all about your preference, okay? And another interesting fact is only 5% of the ocean has been discovered. 95% of the ocean is left undiscovered. We know more about space and the galaxy than we know about the ocean on the planet that we live on. What? There are so many videos of creatures that just wash up onto the shore and they look so unique and interesting that people, they post it online and then you think that they're fake, but I feel like some of them are real creatures that have not been discovered, that live in the depths of the ocean. I'm not saying that mermaids are real. I'm just saying that 95% of our ocean is unknown. All right, babes, we're at the eyeliner. I use Inglot because my eyes get watery a lot. If you want to use this same eyeliner pencil or pen, whatever you have at home, do so. You can apply whichever type of eyeliner look that you desire. I love myself a wing liner. And there you go. This is the power of eyeliner. Look at the difference. Ooh. You can apply mascara and lashes, or just apply mascara, call it a day. This is, by the way, the Magic Extension Mascara from a brand called MAC. Yeah. Now it's time to make our silly faces. I'm going to use the Maybelline Dark Brown for lips as well. Why not? I don't think it has to do with age at this point. The music nowadays is so dark when it comes to the popular music, because there's still jazz, which is not dark, it's actually calm. But when it comes to the popular music and the rap, it's so dark compared to the early 2000s and the 90s. It's super dark. I don't even want to get into it. So anybody else just stuck with the music that's more classic, piano music, opera, you know, that timeless music, or if you want to listen to hip-hop and rap, you're still geared towards the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s. Comment down below your favorite music. This is the Sephora lipstick in number 4. I am loving this lipstick that I actually bought a second. I bought another one because I love it so much. Some of the 70s and 80s rock bands that are really amazing with their music. Well, Led Zeppelin, their music was just poetry. And The Doors, Jim Morrison, poetry. There's just So much good music in that era. And you know what's insane is that Jim Morrison was from Melbourne, Florida. And then he went to LA. He went to California. Jim Morrison was a Floridian. I feel like applying lashes. Then again, the 60s and 70s was all about enlightenment and based on historical context. Everybody wanted more peace and no more war, so the music reflected that. So I feel that maybe the same thing is happening now, that the music is reflecting the times that we live in, and the times that we live in are pretty dark, probably. Here are the lashes. Look at the difference. By the way, these are the type of lashes that I'm using. They are very natural looking. That's it for the makeup. Now let's get dressed. This makeup look is really good for spring. It's nice and fresh. You can wear this makeup for every day. As I said, we've got to change and we have to look more spring. This is too cozy. Okay, let's get changed. Nice spring outfit.